I have some good news for you today. Making additional monthly income in today's economy with the technology we have today has never been easier. But this doesn't mean challenges don't exist. Some of the biggest challenges I faced that were getting in the way of me making additional revenue every month were time challenges. You guys know what I'm talking about? You never have enough time to do it, or you could go increase your monthly income. That's why in this video, I'm gonna cover some of the top things I did to change my life, my schedule, in order to make more time, make better use of my time so I could generate additional monthly income. And that's coming up right now. My name is Mike the CPA. Thank you so much for joining me. On this channel, we make videos around finances, investing, taxes, and more. A few years back, when I truly started to understand how people could make money online and using social media and other such platforms, I got really excited. I was like, yes, I'm finally gonna have a chance to make additional income, do something I really enjoy, and make additional friends along the way. Because clearly, we all know I have no friends.
Yes, please, get this guy some new friends. He's driving me crazy.
But there was only one problem. It was hard to find spare time. I was already working, and I still am working a professional full-time position. I have adult responsibilities to manage. By the way, adulthood is way overrated. And I had all these other things going on in my life. So how was I gonna have time to make more money? I mean, I didn't know how I was gonna do it. Finally, I came to the conclusion, in order for me to make more money and do something I really loved, I really needed to change my life and my lifestyle and manage my time differently and use my time differently in order to accomplish that goal. This first one's gonna sound really silly to you, but to me, it actually meant a lot. It wasn't so easy to do. Is I had to reduce or minimize the amount I spent playing games. And by games, I mean video games. See, I grew up playing games since I was 4 years old. Yes, 4 years old. I've been playing them that long. Way back then, if you would have came to my house, you would see that I had every video game system there was. I was a spoiled brat, still probably am a spoiled brat, but that's how it was. But I realized that was one of the things I needed to start to reduce my time in order to make time to generate additional revenue. And that's exactly what I did. Now notice, I didn't say I completely gave up video games, I just drastically reduced the amount of time I spend playing them. Initially when I made this change, I was really fearful that I was gonna miss out, and especially miss out just on enjoying life. But now that I've been doing this for a while and doing YouTube and investing longer, I realized I was missing out by playing video games. Because I enjoy interacting with you guys and doing YouTube and all these other things so much more than I ever did playing video games. Weird how that worked, but that's how it works. Yes, and if you're wondering, did I think about starting a gaming channel? And the answer was yes. My first 2 videos I ever posted were gaming videos. But I realized that my knowledge and experience, my background, would much better serve you guys if I actually shared it. Because I am a CPA and there's a lot of information that is not out there for free that I can provide to you, rather than just give you entertainment playing video games. Although if I didn't have a full-time job, I might create a second channel just for gaming. The second one is gonna sound funny as well, but in order to do social media, I actually had to get away from social media. What? Well, you see, all the time I used to spend on Facebook, Instagram, and some of those other platforms, I realized I was just wasting my time. I wasn't using my time productively. I was observing other people's life, but not building my own. And that wasn't working out for me. So that's one of the first things I had to start cutting back on, is how often I engage on those platforms. Instead of posting meaningless things on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or whatever, I realized I had to post something meaningful that would tie back to my channel and my purpose. And then it made much more sense. The next thing I had to do in relation to the internet, social media, and things like that is stop entering into online debates. Now, who's done this? Who has went on Yahoo or posted a comment on an article or on Facebook just to argue with somebody else? Well, I used to do that. I didn't do it often, but I did it some. It was really dumb. I'm arguing with somebody who's not reasonable or logical. It's like, this is a complete waste of my time. I still see a lot of my friends entering into these online debates on Facebook and stuff every now and then, and I can see it's just a complete waste of time. So if you find yourself doing this, I highly suggest you step out of that arena and go live your life. It's much more productive. The last form of media I had to completely cut out of my life was news. News was not only dragging me down emotionally, because have you guys noticed everything is so dramatic on the news? Oh my goodness, the sky is falling every day, every minute, every hour. It's like, please, no it's not. The world is not like what it is on the news, I'm sorry. When I'm out in the real world, things are peaceful. Things are actually pretty nice. On the news, though, it is Armageddon. Godzilla is there. I mean, gosh, you guys know what I'm talking about. But I have completely disengaged from the news and politics. And by doing so, not only am I happier, but I have more time to be productive, building something meaningful, such as this YouTube channel, and interacting with you, versus wasting my time with all those different news platforms. The third one I have to share with you is multiple things I started to do, but it's really involves being really strategic with your time. Be strategic in everything you do. Now, this is something I really needed to work on because I was wasting time, or I was being inefficient with my time, and I realize now that every minute you can save, every hour you can save, you can then later on invest those additional hours and minutes into something productive, into something that will make you more money. Let me explain. So instead of running errands 3 days out of the week, I learned how to get them all done by only spending 1 day out of the week for a few hours. So I'll run all my errands all at once. I'll do all my grocery shopping for food, and then for non-perishable items, I'll get gas in the car. I'll do it all while I'm out, all at once. So not only am I saving time just doing that in 1 day, but I'm saving gas and money as well while I'm doing it. I started cooking more at home. Now, you might think cooking actually takes more time, but I've learned it actually saves me time. By cooking more meals at home, I'm able to, while things are cooking, I'm able to be working on scripts or content for YouTube or responding to your guys' comments and things like that. So I'm making use of my time while things are cooking. And better yet, I'm not out there on the roads because California traffic is a beast, or I almost said the other word, but by managing my time better, I'm able to get healthier meals, save money, and have more use of my spare time. And when I do cook, I cook 2 or 3 meals at once. So I do a little bit of bulk cooking so that I don't have to cook for the next several days. Other things I've done to help me is writing to-do lists, scheduling things. This has really helped me. Having a to-do list, even if I only write 3 things on it, 4 or 5 things on a to-do list in a day, it keeps me focused, it keeps me engaged so that I'm not wasting my time and not letting my mind wander into other activities. And by scheduling things, it really says, okay, I respect my schedule and I respect other people, so I'm going to schedule something so that I don't have all these little interruptions popping up in the day, and I've blocked out my time to work on whatever I need to do. And later on, if I want to do something fun, I'll schedule it. If I want to see friends and family, I'll schedule that. It just works so much better, and I get such more time efficiency out of it that allows me to work on my YouTube channel, invest, and whatever else. One of the other things I do, and I don't know if I told you guys, but I recently took a higher level position with a different accounting firm, and it's been going great. But I'm able to, with that job, have a flexible schedule, which I love. And so in order to save me time on the front end and the back end, because like I said a moment ago, California traffic is, what I do is I go to work really early. So I'll actually wake up about 4:45 a.m. and I'll get to work by 6 a.m. And by doing that, I avoid traffic. And when I'm leaving to come home, traffic is not as bad, because I'm leaving earlier versus closer to 5 o'clock when traffic is really congested. So just those little time savings saves me about probably anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes every single day by avoiding that additional traffic. The last thing I do to be strategic with my time in this example is just to learn to say no. You have to learn to say no. Say no more than you say yes, so that when you do say yes, you're saying yes to the right opportunities, the things that really align with your values, your goals, and the people you really want to spend time with. The fourth thing I did to really master my time or take better control of my time is be organized. It seems so simple, but it's not. So in order not only to be organized by cleaning your house, really minimizing, almost practicing minimalism in a sense, but throwing out what you no longer need, getting things labeled, getting them in the right spots, it's gonna save you a lot of time. Just when you have to go look for something, you're gonna find it right away. And by the house looking clean, having things in the right place, it frees up mental capacity, which is the main reason I do it. So that I can be creative, so I can feel good about working on YouTube or whatever else I want to work on. And build systems of efficiency. So as you get into these new habits, you form new routines, and that's really what this video is about. Even though it's about time savings, it's really about forming new habits, getting into better routines so you can make better use of your time. Is learn to do things in a process. Create a process for what you're trying to accomplish and learn to do it as efficiently as possible. For example, I have a process of how I create one of my videos from start to finish. And by doing that, it's really helped me crank out videos a little faster, edit them faster, so on and so forth. And one of the best ways I found to do that for myself is I've been able to organize all my files. So you guys know I post a ton of B-roll into my videos, where it's video clips, pictures, things like that. I have those so well organized. I can find anything I need within a matter of seconds. I don't have to hunt for it, and so it allows me to produce a project really quickly. So that's just one example. Find better ways to do things and faster ways to do things so you can have additional time to make additional revenue. The next thing I've done to maximize my time efficiency is set myself up so I can work from anywhere. There's gonna be times where you're gonna have to travel, you're gonna have to be, outside of your home or wherever you do your normal course of work, but find ways where you can still keep working on a part of your projects that you do. So one of the best investments I've ever made was last year. I bought a Chromebook, a Samsung Chromebook on Black Friday for like 120 bucks, just ridiculously cheap. That little guy I take with me everywhere. My wife has a lot of medical appointments, so we have to go to Stanford quite often, once or twice per month. And so while she's sitting in her medical appointments, guess what I'm doing? I'm commenting and responding to you guys, or I'm creating new content for the channel, new ideas, just trying to be creative and using my time effectively. So set yourself up as much as you possibly can so you can work from anywhere. And one of the best tips I have for you guys, and that really has helped me, is think about what is the highest and what's the best use of your time. What's your highest and best use of your personal time? So for me, a simple example was yard work. I realized that if I could work on the channel more, or even work more hours on my job, I can make a lot more money. So what did I do? My brother-in-law, he loves doing landscaping, and I'm so grateful to have him. And he's happy because he's making additional money that he can use to take his girlfriend out to nice places or save or whatever he needs to do. So that makes him happy, and that makes me happy because I no longer have to spend 3 or 4 hours every couple of weeks doing that yard work that he's now doing. And now I can invest those hours into the channel and into creating more content for you guys and responding to your guys' comments. The next stop with this is editing. If you know where I can find a good video editor, please let me know. I would love to hear your suggestions in the comments because I'm really starting to consider it. Okay, we just covered 5 or 6 different ways, things I've done to reposition my life, restructure my schedule in order for me to make time, in order to do YouTube and more investing so I could build additional streams of revenue. Now, I would like to hear from you guys. What are you doing, or what have you been thinking about doing to build additional streams of revenue? And what are some things you could do right now, or things that you've already been doing to help you build more time, make better use of your time so you can work on things you enjoy? I would love to hear from you guys in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts and what you've been doing to accomplish that. If you liked today's video, do me a huge favor and drop a like. Share this video with others, especially somebody who's thinking about trying to build additional streams of revenue, or who's trying to figure out ways of how do I find more time? Well, I think they'll get maybe some inspirational ideas out of this video in order to accomplish that. And last but not least, if you're brand new to the channel, welcome. On Money in Life TV, we're all about helping you become fiscally fit. And we do that by teaching finances, investing, taxes, and more on a weekly basis. So don't forget to subscribe. You can do so by hitting that red subscribe button down below. And just make sure you hit there's that little bell notification icon. If you tap that, it's gonna notify you whenever I release new content on the channel. I usually release a new video about once per week, typically on Sundays. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. Live your life uncaged. Thank you so much for watching and spending time with me, and I will see you in next week's episode. Love y'all. Peace.